In this video, I will be showing you how to diagnose and replace a fan relay on a Ultra-Aire 90H dehumidifier. The two symptoms of a faulty fan relay are the fan does not run no matter where the control is set to, or the fan runs continuously whether the control is in the on or off position. To diagnose a fan continuously running, on the controller, turn the on-off button to the off position. When you do so, the fan should shut off. If it does not, the next step is to unplug the dehumidifier from its power source, locate the low voltage control wiring on the dehumidifier, which is tied into the unit with wire nuts. Go ahead and remove the wire nuts from the dehumidifier. And disconnect the low voltage thermostat wire from the unit. Once all the wires are disconnected, go ahead and hold all the wires apart so they don't touch each other or the cabinet of the dehumidifier. Go ahead and plug the dehumidifier back into the wall outlet. If the fan continues to run, the next step is to replace the fan relay. To diagnose an issue with a fan that does not run, go ahead and unplug the dehumidifier using one of the wire nuts that you took off from the low voltage wiring. Take the yellow and green wire, place them together, and install a wire nut on the wires. Go ahead and plug in the dehumidifier, and if the fan does not run, go ahead and replace the fan relay. To replace the fan relay on the Ultra-Aire 90H dehumidifier, first unplug the dehumidifier from its power source. Disconnect all the low voltage thermostat wire connections, which we've done here. Next, go ahead and remove the side filter cover and pull out the air filter. Using a T25 Torx driver or T25 Torx bit for cordless drill, we're going to go ahead and remove the side panel on the dehumidifier by removing all the Torx screws along the perimeter of the panel, and then down below removing the 3 Phillips head screws using a Phillips screwdriver or Phillips bit for a drill. Then, like I said, using a Phillips bit, go ahead and remove the 3 Phillips screws down at the bottom here. Once all the screws are removed, go ahead and pull forward on the cab or the panel, and it'll come right off. Next, go ahead and remove the 6 Torx head screws on the top of the unit here. Once the 6 Torx head screws are removed, go ahead and drop the panel down in the front here. Slightly push up on the top of the cabinet. Slide the control shelf out toward you slightly. The fan relay is located right here on the side and is held in place by 2 1/4-inch hex screws. So using a 1/4-inch nut driver, go ahead and remove the 2 screws. To remove the back screw on the relay, after removing the old relay from its mounting place on the control shelf, remove 1 wire at a time to install onto the new updated relay. We'll start with the number 8 red wire, or double red wire. Unplug from the old relay and plug into the terminal on the relay labeled 0. Next, remove the green number 9 wire and install on the terminal labeled number 1. Remove the number 5 gray wire. And install on terminal labeled number 8, which is the middle wire in the block of 3. Next, remove the black number 6 wire and install on terminal labeled number 6, which is the terminal on the far left hand side here. And last, remove purple wire number 7 and install on the last wire, which is labeled number 7 on the new relay. To install the new relay, using a 1/4-inch nut driver, go ahead and start the 1/4-inch screw in the bottom hole of the where the old relay was mounted. Just turn it in a few threads there. Take the new relay, and with the 2 mounting slots on each side, go ahead and push it in to the screw on the back there. Using a marker, go ahead and mark a new location for tapping in a new screw for the other side. remove the relay. Using a 1/4 inch self-tapping sheet metal screw and a drill with a 1/4 inch bit, go ahead and tap a new screw into the sheet metal shelf here where you made your mark. Back the screw back out of the location there. Slide the relay back into the 1/4 inch screw that's already in there, and reinstall the sheet metal screw. You may need to use a 1/4 inch nut driver just to tighten it up there. Go ahead and snug up that screw, as well as your other screw. Tighten all the way there. Once the relay is mounted, go ahead and slide your control shelf back into place. And reinstall your Torx screws back on top of the cabinet. To test the blower relay, go ahead and take your green and yellow wire from your control voltage and tie them together using a blue wire nut. Once you've done that, go ahead and plug your dehumidifier back into its power source and make sure that the blower motor starts. Once you've done that, go ahead and unplug your dehumidifier. Remove your blue wire nut from your green and yellow wire, and go ahead and reinstall your panel. Pushing your low voltage wires through the opening on the side. Go ahead and reinstall all your Torx head screws along the top and sides of the unit. As the Torx screw in the front of the panel here by the low voltage wiring. Go ahead and reinstall your air filter with the airflow arrow indicator pointing in toward the dehumidifier, and reinstall your air filter cover. And go ahead and install the Phillips head screws down in the bottom portion. Once you have your panel back in place, go ahead and reinstall your low voltage wires using the wire nuts that you took off. and they should be color coded for the installation. Depending on your application, you may or may not be using the white wire. If the white wire was installed, go ahead and put it back on. If it wasn't, the white wire could simply just have a wire nut put on over it by itself.